of you with my love and blessings. Today I will continue to expand in Nitya Satsang about completion. Today is the first ever spiritual talk show by kids in the world on Nithyananda TV and Lotus TV in Tamil. Tonight, 7:30 p.m. All are welcome to watch. Today is second episode. Disclaimer. Get ready to be bowled over by the little avatars. In Tamil there is a proverb, Pambu sirusanalum pashanam kurayadu. Means, even if the snake is little snake, the poison will not be less. So even if there are little avatars, the energy and intelligence will not be less. I'll continue to expand on completion. Listen, when the completion happens in you, the context with which you do the completion also is important. Yesterday we were discussing, I was having the session about completion with the inner awakening, level 2 participants. That time I was sharing some of the insights which I wanted to share with all of you, because I know most of the TV viewers are practicing many of the spiritual principles I am teaching in the morning Nitya Satsang, because I get a lot of calls to our enriching temple. Enriching temple is the department which attends all your calls. So many people practice these truths, these messages. So understand, I wanted to continuously make you all understand the deeper and deeper levels of truths so that you can practice this science wherever you are. First thing, completion is not apologizing. Understand? In completion, you may apologize, not because you feel powerless, but because you feel powerful now, not because at that time you did some mistake, but because at those days you had inadequate cognition. Please understand, as a law of life, your cognition will continue to grow. As law of life, your cognition will continue to grow. As law of life, you will continue to expand. Then now you have only two choices. One, either you go on be crying about your past as a wrong mistake, or you can look at the whole thing as inadequate cognition and raise your cognition level. I tell you, when you complete, do not have apologetic mood. Do not feel the guilt. You have done something wrong. No. Because if you feel guilty, you will not go through all the past and complete. Because even one or two will make you so tired, you will be agitated, irritated. You will think, what is this? Why should I think? So you will develop a subtle hatred towards completion. You will never sit for completion sessions. How many of you feel, listen, bored or tired, don't want to sit for completion? Raise your hand. All of you need to know, you are only having a deep guilt about past. You should know you have not done something wrong in the past, but listen, you have not done anything wrong in the past, but it was just inadequate cognition. You expecting you should have the adequate cognition from the childhood is impractical expectation in this society. Then you should have become my Gurukul child. In the society you can't expect to have a complete cognition. You can't expect society to allow you to continue to have a complete cognition. A child is allowed to have a complete cognition only in my Gurukul. And if you just allow the complete cognition, full brain of a child to be functioning, helping the child, encouraging the child to learn, so beautiful. So beautiful. So first thing you need to understand is, completion is not feeling guilty about your past, remembering your past inadequate cognition and completing it so that decisions and patterns you developed during inadequate cognition does not need to continue to exist in your present inner space and affect your life now. If you are bored, unhappy, don't want to sit for completion, be very clear, you are not completing, you are just sitting with your past guilt and just brooding over. Just brooding over. Listen and understand. Completion is not apologizing. Same way when you are completing with others, don't be in the apologetic mood. You are not apologizing. Sometimes apologizing may happen. See, many times, only if you feel powerless, if you fall into the powerless mode, you apologize. Don't fall into powerless mode. Sit powerfully. Remember very clearly, when you had those powerless moments, some part of you have been stuck with others. Now you are reclaiming those parts. That's all. For example, if I had a fight with my elder brother when I was 6, and still that memory is there in me, that fear is there in me, that feeling is there in me, means still that 6-year-old child is influencing me. So all I am trying to do is I am liberating myself from that fear pattern which I created at the age of 6, which happened due to fighting with my brother. I am not now going and apologizing to my brother. Oh, sorry, that time I beat you. Now I apologize. No. You may apologize in some time, but completion itself is not just apologizing. It is like making the other person understand and making yourself understand that fighting in the young age created a strong, fearful, powerless pattern in you, which is responsible for still you struggling, suffering with a wrong cognition, improper, inadequate cognition. Completion means shifting the cognition from an inadequate cognition which is restrictive to an expansive cognition which expands you and the other person. I tell you, completion brings integrity in you, completion brings authenticity in you, completion brings responsibility in you, completion brings enriching in you, completion brings listening in you, completion brings completion in you. Completion is tapas, completion is yajna, completion is puja, completion is kriya, completion is homa, completion is jnana, completion is bhakti, completion is yoga, completion is completion. Completion in every level, completion in every step, completion in every way. Completion is Shraddha, completion is Shraddha. Completion is tapa, completion is puja. Completion, completion, completion. Completion makes miracles happen in you. Completion makes health happen in you. Completion makes joy happen in you. Completion makes bliss happen in you. Completion makes space of positivity happen in you. Completion makes space of possibility happen in you. Completion makes space of knowledge happen in you. Completion makes space of leadership happen in you. Completion makes enlightenment itself happen in you. The right space is created in you only by completion. I tell you all, anybody who thinks I am your guru, the first instruction for you, 6 months you should take up completion. First 6 months is completion. Completion brings peace in the world. Completion brings bliss in the world. Completion brings coexistence in the world. I tell you, with completion, you become human being. With completion, you become divine being. Everything. Completion makes everything. every right thing in your life. Completion does every good thing in your life. So completion, completion, completion. I tell you, completion brings relationships back in your life. Completion brings knowledge in your life. Completion brings new being in your life. And Guru Purnima is the celebration of completion. Actually, even traditionally, the whole Guru Purnima programs, rituals are based on the principle completion. You complete with your Guru. See, even the Guru Purnima ritual, people usually offer Guru Dakshina to Guru, gifts in whatever form they can. Do completion with the Guru and receive the prasada, the rice from Guru. Guru gives whatever he got through the Bhiksha from disciples. Guru Purnima is the day tradition says anything disciples offer, Guru has to accept. He can't say no. Still, I follow the tradition. Guru Purnima is the only day you will see me receiving from your hand. Otherwise, anything you bring, I'll say, give it to them. How many of you observed? Anything you bring in any day, I will never take it from my hand. I'll touch it and say, give it to them. Even Ramakrishna, anybody brings anything, he will never accept. He will touch it and say, all right, do what you want, leave it and go. Guru Purnima is the only day he will receive it in the hands. So, Guru Purnima is the only day I receive it directly in my cloth or my hand, because it is celebration of completion. People offer coconut and rice. Coconut denotes your ego, head, thick head. And rice is all the incompletions, karmas. You offer both to Guru, because whole Guru Purnima is this process of completion. You experience new life with completion. Essence of today's satsang, completion is everything. Learn the science of completion and start completion in your life, because completion is everything. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.